I'm Filip Hrgovic, El Animal.
Okay, and how old were you when you started boxing?
I was 13 years old and now I'm 26, so 13 years in boxing.
And I believe your brother and sister both box as well. So what was it that got you into boxing?
I played basketball for 5 years and then I had some injuries and stopped. So I just came to boxing gym and I just started.
And when you were growing up and you started boxing, which boxers did you used to watch on TV?
I watch all the old fighters. I like to study boxing. I like old school fights. So I watch them all, great champions.
And we're currently in your gym in Croatia, in Zagreb, in your hometown, but you also train out of Miami. Can you tell us a little bit about your dynamic with Pedro Diaz?
Yeah, Pedro is a great coach. He have a lot of experience, a lot of knowledge, and I think we are a good match. And I have 3 fights with him, 3 wins. So yeah, everything is good so far.
And throughout your career, we were just looking at a photo of you with Deontay Wilder, and you've also sparred Daniel Dubois. Out of everyone you've sparred, who has been the most difficult and who has been the most enjoyable?
Most difficult, I would say Vladimir Klitschko, because he's the good technician. He have very good defense, and it was most difficult sparring in my life.
And how was Deontay Wilder in sparring?
Look, the rule in boxing, you never talk about sparrings, but it was pretty good. Yeah, I gained some confidence from that sparring session.
And a lot of people know about your Olympic bronze medal, but can you tell people a little bit more about your amateur pedigree?
Yeah, I was youth world champion. That was my first big achievement. I was European elite champion. I was bronze medalist at Rio. That's my highest achievement. And not much people know that I boxed WSB for 5 seasons. I have the best record in history of that league. I had there 26 wins and 4 losses. So it gave me a lot of experience, and it was a great thing to be part of the WSB.
And you've not had too many professional fights just yet, but of every opponent you faced, which opponent gave you the most lessons and taught you the most going forwards in your career?
And I just want to say about amateur career that I coming from small country, and all my achievements was without sparring partners. I didn't have physiotherapist. I didn't have really bad conditions, really bad conditions. So I just had coach and the heavy bag and the pads, and that's it. So I'm looking forward to. I'm very happy to be professional now and to have all what I need. Sparring partners, I have team around me, so I think the best is to come.
And your nickname is El Animal, and people who maybe haven't seen you fight might think you might come out the blocks and be throwing punches left, right and centre, but you've got amazing skills when you're in the ring and you are a technician. If you had to describe your fighting style in 3 words, which words would you use?
The best.
Just 2 needed.
The best in the business. I think I'm complete fighter. I think I'm good at all the parts of the game. I'm a good technician. I'm fast. I'm big. I'm hard hitting. I'm brave, and I can take punch. So I think I'm one of the most complete fighters out there.
And I
You can see good fighters, but you know, you see Deontay Wilder, he's a great fighter, but he when you see his technique, he's not good, but he's very strong, you know. When you see Anthony Joshua, he's also very strong, but he's not so soft, you know. He's not so, how to say in English.
he's quite stiff, robotic.
Yeah,
Lots of fluid.
yeah. So don't have so great chin. He was on the floor a lot of times in his career, amateur and professional. So I think I have all the tools.
And you're talking about different boxers in the heavyweight division. Who would you like to face for a world title if you had to choose one of the fighters at the moment?
I would like to face the best in the division. World title is it's not next step. I need to do a lot more fights. I would like to face guys like Povetkin, Chisora, Dillian White, Joseph Parker, you know, the one level below Anthony Joshua, Deontay Wilder, Tyson Fury. So I would like to face these guys first. They can give me a really good test, and if I beat them, then I'm ready for a world title.
And you're talking about the different tiers of boxers at the moment in the heavyweight division. Now, from your amateur experience, you fought fighters like Joe Joyce and fighters like Tony Yoka. Are they people you want to meet in the professional division?
Yeah, of course. I would like to face Tony Yoka, Joe Joyce, Ivan Klitschko, Sergey Kuzmin. All of them, they were great amateurs and now great professionals. So I would like to face them. Yeah.
And we briefly touched on your nickname earlier of El Animal. Can you tell us where that comes from?
That nickname gave me Pedro Diaz when I came to Miami, when he saw how my physical shape is and how is my dedication to training and to boxing. So he saw that I give 100% on each training, so he started to call me El Animal.
And you recently made your US debut just a few days ago, in fact. What did it mean to you to go out there and represent Croatia on the international stage?
Yeah, it's very important for me to represent my country. It's I like to do my country proud, to make my country proud. So we are a small country, but people with big heart living here, and we had great athletes now and in the history, and we are kind of a miracle in the sport world, because we have only 4 million people, not so good conditions, not so much money in the sport, but we take a lot of medals and a lot of great achievements. We won now. Everybody remember that we won silver in the football World Cup. So it's like almost like miracle country with 4 million people to do achievements like that.
And I mentioned this briefly to you earlier, but you've been generating quite a buzz in the UK and also in America, and people are really starting to realise who El Animal is. Well, do you have a message to fight fans in the UK? Do you want to fight over in England at some point?
Yeah, I want to fight in England. England is one of the best boxing markets and one of the best boxing crowds. It will be a really honor for me to fight there, to give them good fights and to build my name there.
And when do you hope to get back out in action? Do you have a date that you're looking at the moment, or a month?
It's maybe early September. or late August. That's the plan.
Perfect.